Hey everybody, welcome back. I am finally able to get back over here onto my USACC Plymouth 1970 Plymouth GTX group build that I have been putting off. Not putting off, just hadn't been able to do it because see, this bench is clear now because the Renault is over on the shelf, and now it's time to get back on this thing. And I had a lot of thinking to do about what direction am I going to go on it, and it's just I'm going to just wing it, and we'll get there when we get there. What I do have though, I do have the engine, and you guys have seen this engine already, I'm sure. Put my glasses on because I can't see it. Yeah, this engine is really cool. Got this resin Hemi. It's all put together with Mod Podge. I got to put some hot water so I can get it apart, but that I had it fitted in there already, so it's fitted. I made a firewall for the GTX. I've been doing some sanding, panel line scribing, and things like that, and I've got to get this thing together. Just got to get it together, and I know that the final video for this thing will be on January the 15th, so I still have quite a large window. But if I don't get busy on it and doing something, and I'm not going super extreme with this thing, however, I'm just basically, my biggest thing is I am putting that resin engine in there, which I've already made to fit. And again, this thing is just so cool. Let me get the focus on this thing. This little engine is so cool. The headers are awesome. Love it, love it, love it. It's the old style Hemi. The distributor will be in the back. I will be having to remove that big fuel pump that sticks out in the front between the blower belt at the bottom. I will have to remove that because I won't be using that. I'll have an electric fuel pump for this one. I'm just joking. But yeah, I did the frame. Had to cut a lot out of the frame to get that to fit properly with those cool headers. I have got some decals from STS Decals for the sides of this. I'm not going to say yet what color it's going to be because I don't know if I'd get to that in this video, but it's going to be a color that you probably wouldn't guess. Not one of the, at least not one of the wild paint jobs, but I do have quite a bit of body work, panel lines that I'm working on, sanding on. I've already got the rear section in the body here. Had to get that glued in there. I will have to strip all the chrome because number one, it doesn't look like chrome, it looks like aluminum, and then not to mention I had to do quite a bit of trimming, flash work on the rear bumper. That's okay. Hold on, is that the rear? Yeah, this is the rear bumper. Then the front bumper is laying around here too, but I didn't like the way the chrome looks. It just looks like, I'm not going to use these wheels, but that's just for instance. You see, it just basically looks like aluminum. So I'll be stripping that and painting these with a chrome paint of some sort. The wheels, if you remember from the other video, sorry for my shaking, the wheels will be these, and for the life of me, I always forget the darn name of these wheels. But anyway, that's what they are. My friend Alan Quall sent these to me, and I can't wait to use them, the tires and the wheels. I will be painting the green tires black, but those wheels will be a nice aluminum or chrome or something like that. So anyway, that's what I'm working with here. Got quite a bit of sanding to do still to get some of these parting lines out. The interior will be just the stock interior. I wanted to do that. I didn't want to go wild with it. I will have to cut one of the hoods out a little bit more. There's two hoods, basically the same hood, but the hole was in a different position. So I will be finding out which hood's best and trimming one of those to fit that. I think, is this Hillborn style injection? I don't know. Anyway, this injector hat that sticks out here, I'll have to have the hood trimmed out. But anyway, I'm gonna get to work. Thanks guys for coming back and checking this out. So let's see what kind of progress I can get done. So you stand by. All right, so what I've done, did a lot of sanding on this body. I removed the GTX emblems on the side scoops there. I'm gonna, at least I think I did. I can still see a shadow, but I'm gonna spray some primer on this body. I did a lot of scribing on the door, on the body panels with a scriber. So I did a lot of scribing. I like a deep panel line. I don't like a very faint panel line, and wanted to make sure that this would be able to be identifiable, the panel lines. So I did a lot of that. I don't know how many of you guys have gotten very far. Most of you guys are probably way ahead of me. I've got like a month to get this thing together. But you have to do some fitting on the grill. And I always want to fit my grills before I paint the car, because then you have to go in there and do some trimming and stuff. You are going to have a headache. So I fit my grill, got it to where it would fit in there nice. It did have some issues. But yeah, I'm going to shoot some primer. I'm going to use this Mr. Hobby, Mr. Finisher Surfacer 1500 white. I might use gray, but I think I'm going to use this white. I think I have gray though in 1000. I don't know. Gray or white. It might get a coat of gray and then a coat of white and then the color. It's going to be a lighter color. And I don't know how far I'm going to get into this, because this thing is supposed to be like we reveal our cars on January the 15th, like and so it's, you know, kind of like keeping it under wraps. I think it's cool. Not if you haven't already. I know a lot of guys have already got paint, and I'll probably get to paint on this thing. Who knows? I mean, I got to make some content, right? But yeah, that's where I'm at. So I'm gonna get some primer mixed, spray it on here, see what we got. I'm not gonna spray the hood yet, because I want to get some body work done first. Once I get some body work done, then I'm going to fit the chassis and all back under it and make 1000% sure that my engine is where it needs to be. I also have to work on the engine mounts, and then get the hood cut out, and then I'll prime the hood and get it going. So anyway, all right, I'm going to spray some primer. Stand by. Alrighty, so I got my body paint primered, and it looks pretty decent. Happy with it, except for a few little places where my panel line scriber slipped, and I gotta touch those up, do some little sanding. But other than that, it looks nice, and the GTX did come out on each side. I should have a decal for that, so I will put a decal there. And now I'm finally getting to use my rotisserie that Paul Olson sent me quite a while back. I think it was Paul Olson. If not, I apologize. I've acquired so much stuff, I forget sometimes who sent it. But anyway, nevertheless, I'm using it to hold my chassis, and it's working out just excellent, because what I'm doing is making some engine mounts for my big Hemi, and it has worked out perfect, because you can tighten it, and it will hold right in place. That way you can have it at eye level and get in there and create your engine mounts, which is a little off still. You can tell the engine is not 100% straight, but anyway, I'll work on those engine mounts. I am not used to like doing engine mounts. It's easier like just glue the oil pan down to the cross member, but with this one, actually fits in there so nice, almost as if they made this for it. There is no oil pan to, let me see if I can get a shot right here. See, the oil pan really clears the chassis in there. I mean, it's like jam up. So where'd he go? There he is. So anyway, I'm getting that done. So let me work on the engine a bit more and get these engine mounts, because I've got to have that. I've got to have the engine sitting right. I want it angled back just a little bit, working on that, but I got to have it sitting right before I cut the hood. You cut the hood, you got to have it, your blower sticking up through the hood. You don't want to have the hole too big or not centered or anything like that. So that's very critical. So here we go. Let's keep going. All right, so I have the this little rotisserie thing is great. So I've got the engine in. I'm trying to get the hood cut out the around where I need it to be, and not have it just a generic hole. Oops, sorry, this camera is not where I'm used to it being. So I have already done some trimming on it to get the hole bigger. So it is much larger, but it's got to clear the supercharger on both sides. The driver's side's good. It looks like a little on the passenger side's got to come out, and then just clean up around the belt. I've got enough already cut out. Oh, it looks like a tire burn right there. I didn't realize that. So I've got enough cut out. I've just got to clean it up. So you don't want to. You want your cutout to be nice and even. So that's what I'm working on now. But that rotisserie that I got is just the coolest thing ever, because you can set it up. I've got it attached to the frame on each end, and this car is great. The body and everything fits in there really nice, so I can fit my engine and have it where it needs to be. But what I'm going to do now is just continue to sand and to form this hood. Take a little bit off the passenger side, but for pretty much, and the engine is not mounted, but it is loose, but I do have it centered, so it's looking great. A little sanding. I see one spot right up in the front of the supercharger on the passenger side, so need to be cleaned up a little bit. But anyway, we'll get that done. We'll come back. Stand by. Alright, so I think I got the hood where I want it, or so the hood cut out, and trying my best to keep it even on both sides. And from the best I can tell, I've got my engine centered. The engine is on the engine mounts down in there that I built, so it's sitting on them, and as best I can tell, I've got it centered in the chassis. There is a see the part in the center of the green chassis down there that sticks out, and that's, for the most part, it's centered with the crank pulley. So I feel like that and it sits directly, it sits on the engine mount, so I mean you can pull it right out and set it right back in, and it sits in the same exact spot. And then with the hood, and the hood sits down a little low because the grill's not in it, but anyway, I think that's looking nice. And as far as the angle of the engine, let's see if I can get it to come into focus. I've got the engine sitting back now. At first the engine was a little bit just kind of level, let's see if I can get, but now I've got a little bit of rear angle to the engine. If you can tell, the injector hat is tilted just a touch back, so that's looking really nice. I'm excited. This is looking great. I did break the hood. This plastic is super brittle. I'll show you what I'm talking about. This plastic is super brittle, and when I was sanding on it, get it over here where we'll see it, I got it right in the back. I don't want to break it anymore, but there's a crack. See that crack right there? I gotta glue it back, but anyway, yeah, it snapped while I was sanding on it, but anyway, it's okay. All is good. So, man, I love this rotisserie. It's been hanging there here in my shop, and I've not used it, but wow, how handy. And I could actually, if the hood wasn't on it, you know, you can turn the car, and there it goes. Anyway, see how good that worked? Well, put my glasses down. You see those videos where the cars, they just fall off the lift? The people be under them working, and they'll just fall right off. Well, it just happened. Anyway, guys, hey, I'm going to end this video here. This is going to be fun. I've got to hurry up. I've got to sneeze. Sanding dust. Whew. Man, let me shake it off. Whew. Okay. January 15th is coming quickly, and I've put this thing off. Why did I put it off? Because that little guy right there. I put it off because of that. Ooh, my nose is itching. But anyway, I'm on it. It's just fell off the lift, so it could have suffered some body damage or something like that. But I'll get this thing together. Decide a paint color for it. That's really the biggest challenge, except for fitting the engine, and that wasn't too bad. Also, getting the wheels tucked up under it. It's going to have a mean stance, and I'm really excited about it. But anyway, thank you guys for watching. I really appreciate all of you who are subscribers to my channel. It's growing, it's growing, it's growing. It's like, when does the growth stop? I hope it never stops. I hope it continues to grow, and I hope I continue to be something that you guys want to watch. So that's my goal, is to provide you with content that's entertaining. I don't know how informative I am always, because I'm kind of learning as I go also. As a matter of fact, I learned from you guys in the comment section, so keep the comments coming. But anyway, this GTX USACC build, hopefully, pretty sure I'll be able to get it squeezed out by January 15th and have that final video. I may have another update video between now and then, but not the final reveal. The final reveal will be on January 15th. But anyway, guys, thanks for watching this video. Don't forget to go check out Hobby Nut Models. As always, he is a sponsor of my channel, and I always want to plug Mark's website, hobbynutmodels.com. It's in the description of this video. Just click on it and take you straight over there. You can go check out his line of MCW paints, Tamiya paints, glues, sanding sticks, model kits, everything that you need, airbrushes, air compressors. Anything you need over there, go check out hobbynutmodels.com. And I would greatly appreciate your support to Mark, a small businessman. That's what we need to support. Let's support the small business. It may cost you a few more dollars. It's going to a great cause. Also, and that doesn't mean you may find a better deal at his website. Spring Store, Facebook group, and Patreon members, thank you so much for all you do. I'm done here. I'm going to get back to work, put it back on the lift, and get to work on that hood and glue it back together. It could have suffered more of a crack now. Anyway, guys, thanks for watching. We'll see you later. Bye.